They say the truth always finds a way to the surface, but no one ever warns you how devastating that moment can be. Especially when the person you trusted most is the one orchestrating the betrayal. It started like any good love story. Brandon proposed to Claire during their final year of college, when they were still living off ramen noodles and the thrill of new beginnings. She said yes with tears in her eyes and wore the ring like a badge of honor, practically glowing with every step. A year later, they hosted a backyard wedding under twinkle lights and stars, surrounded by friends, cheap wine, and loud laughter. It was messy, beautiful, and felt exactly right. The first few years were textbook. 2 fresh degrees. 2 entry-level jobs. Brandon's career took off faster than he expected. Within 2 years, he'd been promoted twice and was leading a small team. But Claire couldn't seem to find her footing. She jumped from one company to another, switching industries, doubting herself, and constantly chasing something new. Eventually, she gave up trying to force a career path, and Brandon, ever supportive, suggested she take time off. "Figure out what lights you up," he said one night over lasagna, brushing a strand of hair from her cheek. "I've got us covered." Claire smiled, leaned in for a kiss, and whispered, "You're my hero." She never did find what lit her up. A year went by. Claire settled into the rhythm of staying home brunches with friends, yoga 3 times a week, online shopping, and an Instagram account that showcased everything but effort. Still, she was attentive. Loving. Dinner was always ready. The condo stayed pristine. And at night, she was playful, affectionate, engaged. Brandon never questioned her sincerity. In fact, his co-workers envied him. Their wives came home from work cranky and tired, while Claire always had a spark left for Brandon. He believed in her, trusted her, until the night everything changed. A late work meeting had fried his brain. Brandon left the office exhausted, only to realize halfway home that he'd forgotten his laptop. Too drained to turn back, he decided to use Claire's MacBook for a few urgent emails. She was out with her girlfriends anyway. He opened the browser and noticed a tab flashing with social media notifications. The name wasn't one he recognized. Curious, he clicked. He would later wish he hadn't. What he saw nearly made him drop the laptop. Chat after chat, thread after thread, some guy named Nathan flooding Claire's inbox with compliments. Higher up in the chat, Brandon found a photo. Claire, posing suggestively on their own bed, wearing practically nothing. Then a short clip that erased any doubt. His stomach turned. His hands trembled. He clicked into another chat. Same story. Different guy. Different clips. But always Claire. Always their home. He closed everything down. Logged out. Replaced the laptop exactly as he'd found it. Then sat alone at the dining table, head in his hands, as the truth swallowed him whole. For 2 days, he barely spoke. He moved through life like a ghost. But on the 3rd day, something inside him shifted. He stopped feeling broken and started planning. Revenge wasn't going to be loud. It wasn't going to be violent. It was going to be smart, deliberate, surgical. Brandon created a new online persona, Tyler James. He picked a stock photo of a rugged fitness model for the profile picture. Crafted a bio that screamed charm and mystery. Then slid into Claire's DMs. It didn't take long. Tyler said everything Brandon had said in the beginning, but with a twist, more compliments, more playful banter, more flirtation. Claire ate it up. Within days, she was chatting with him non-stop. She sent selfies unprompted, some flirtatious, some straight-up seductive. She called him refreshing, fun, and so easy to talk to. When Tyler asked if she was single, Claire didn't hesitate. "Basically roommates," she typed back. Brandon's jaw clenched so tight it ached. Still, he kept the act going. For weeks. When he finally suggested they meet, he picked a public place, the old city park beneath the iconic clock tower. He told her to wear nothing but a trench coat. Just to see if she'd actually do it. She did. The night she left the house, she kissed Brandon on the cheek like everything was fine. "Girls' night," she chirped. He nodded, forcing a smile. "Have fun." By sunset, Brandon was already at the park, hoodie pulled low, pacing beneath the ticking clock. His heart was thundering against his ribs. He was still unsure if he had the stomach to go through with it. Then he saw her. Heels. Trench coat. Nervous eyes scanning the crowd. She sat down on a bench, crossed her legs, and clutched her phone. Brandon stepped forward. "Hey," he said, voice calm but low. Claire's head snapped around. Her face froze in terror. "Brandon," she gasped, standing abruptly. "Expecting someone else?" He asked, every syllable like ice. "You're a married woman, Claire. What the hell are you doing?" She stammered, but the words didn't come. Her lips quivered. Brandon's fury boiled over. He reached for the coat's belt. One sharp tug and it fell open. Gasps rang out. A couple sitting nearby grabbed their phones. Claire shrieked, yanked the coat shut, and sprinted away in tears, disappearing into the city as the crowd murmured behind her. The next morning, Brandon filed for divorce. He didn't stop there. The condo went up for sale. He packed a U-Haul and left town, starting over in a new city with no forwarding address. For a while, he thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. The photos Claire had sent to Tyler leaked online. Screenshots, clips, sultry messages, all of it. No amount of takedown requests could put the genie back in the bottle. Strangers filled her DMs with crude remarks. Neighbors whispered. Dates ghosted her before the first drink even landed. One even asked, "Wait, you're the trench coat lady, right?" before walking out mid-appetizer.